Hi, and welcome to Foundations of Business, Chapter 13, Product and Pricing Strategies. Let's look and see what the learning objectives are for this. Identify the main topics of consumer and organizational products and describe the 4 stages in the life cycle of a product. Describe the 6 stages in the product development process. Define brand and explain the concepts of brand equity and brand loyalty. Identify 4 ways of expanding a product line and discuss 2 risks that the product line extension poses. List the factors that influence pricing decisions and explain break-even analysis. Compare the 3 foundational pricing methods and list 6 situational pricing methods. Describe how companies are using virtual and augmented reality to create new products and new customer experiences. Excuse me. Okay, so the product continuum. A product is a good and or service. Service also includes ideas. Okay. A pure good, the best thing that they have come up with over the years is salt. Although I don't believe salt is a pure good because you still go to the grocery store to purchase it and there's still different packaging and things like that. There's different types of spouts to pour salt and other areas that make it more convenient. But it's also about as close as things we can get to a tangible, a tangible good. Closest thing we can get to an idea of service is education. Again, it's could be more and more services have been added to education with all the different types of extras that come with an education or technology, social factors, and so on and so forth. But that's the closest thing that they've come up with ideas or services or intangible dominant products. So a product is both a good and a service or a service. Okay. So augmenting the basic product. Okay. So you have the core benefits, and then you have the actual product, and then the augmented product. Okay. So why you bought it would be the core benefits. Okay. Why you bought the specific one that you bought could be brand name, quality, packaging, design, features. So the core benefit of wearing shoes is to keep your feet safe, free from harm. Quality of the shoe could be to keep them comfortable, keep your feet comfortable. Arch support, things like that. The benefits that you would get from a shoe. Now, why you bought Nike, Reebok, Asics, any of the other brands, that would be on the actual product itself, not the actual benefit. But you might have bought Nike because of not only the brand, but you expect a certain quality level. You like the packaging, you like the design of the shoe or the features of the shoe. Okay. And then augmenting delivery and credit, upgrades, installation, warranty, accessories, or after sale service. Why did you buy the Nike shoes on Amazon versus one of the other websites that sell Nike shoes? Why did you buy a house that you bought? It might have contained upgrades, or you might have upgraded a house that you had built. Why did you buy the windows where you bought them for your new house or for the house that you just purchased? Well, you might have bought them at a store that also installs them as opposed to Home Depot or another place where you would have to find installation on your own or install them on your own. Warranty. With Hyundai, they try to get over the poor quality aspect or thought process or image, I should say, image that Hyundai had by coming up with a 10-year warranty on their vehicles, on the powertrain of the vehicles. And they were the only company in the United States that had a 10-year warranty on a vehicle. So that would then hopefully change the perception of their quality. Accessories, and then after sales service. Okay, moving on. So convenience products, everyday goods and services that people buy frequently, usually without much conscious planning. Okay, so you're at Walmart or you're at Home Depot, and what do they sell at both places? Well, they sell candy and soda and drinks at both places. That could be a convenience product if you're thirsty, if you're hungry, if you're both, but you just need a little snack or what have you, and you happen to be at either one of those places. You can buy a candy bar and a drink, and then move on. Not many people would think much about that. Shopping products, fairly important goods and services that people buy less frequently, with more planning and comparisons. Okay, so what are shopping products? Well, if you don't buy a television very often, you might be shopping it. Any type of product that you don't buy very often, and it changes. Televisions, for example, when they get a shipment of televisions in at Best Buy, that's the only time that they will have those specific televisions. The next shipment that they get will have different televisions. So you'll never have the same exact model again, because they keep upgrading televisions as time goes on. Specialty products, particular brand that buyer especially wants and will seek out regardless of location or price. Okay, so Tiffany would be an example. Tiffany jewelry. People will seek out Tiffany if that's what they want and buy that, regardless of it. Armani suits. If you really want an Armani suit, you'll find where there's a Neiman Marcus and go there to purchase an Armani suit and have it tailored. So an Apple product, you'll find the closest Apple store so that you can get a Mac or another Apple product that you specifically want. And you don't care about the price, you're not haggling. Specialty products have very little negotiating, if any, negotiating involved. Industrial and commercial products, expense items, inexpensive goods generally used within a year of purchase. In other words, you're expensing them out. Okay, you can write off 100% of what you purchase. So, copy paper. Companies and ECU goes through thousands and thousands of dollars of copy paper, but it's gone within a few days or weeks or months. So you expense it out because it's going to be used within a year. Capital items are more expensive organizational products with a longer useful life, ranging from office and plant equipment to entire factories. Excuse me. So capital items, the building that we're in the business school or any of the buildings on campus are capital items. Any of the machines you see at a factory are capital purchases. Bulldozers, farm tractors are capital items. They're going to last longer than a year. Industrial and commercial products include raw materials, components, supplies, installation equipment, and business services. And then the product life cycle. There are 4 stages through which a product progresses. You have the introduction, the growth, the maturity, and the decline. Now, not all products go through this. They may have an introduction and a decline, and they skip the growth and maturity because those products didn't do well. Okay? You may have a product that's introduction, growth, and maturity and never declines. Tide laundry detergent would be an example of that. It just is there. It constantly sells. People buy it. Clorox bleach is another one. It's a mature product that doesn't decline. In fact, it had a surge with the COVID COVID virus, but it'll go back to normal once things calm down, and it'll keep selling as it had last year at this time. And there's the actual um, diagram of the product life cycle. So this would be your typical one, where you have an introduction, and then growth, and then it peaks, and then declines. Okay? And then while this is your total sales, this is your revenue from the product, then here are your profits, and in between profits and sales are your expenses. Okay, so here's your revenue, here's the amount of profit that you're getting, and then here's all the expenses that you're paying. And so it's saying that your profits are maximized when you have your growth stage and your peak stage and just over the peak stage, and then both profits decline as well as the product decline. And then this is time, how long it takes. But there's nothing specific because it could last days, weeks, months, years, decades. It just depends on the type of product. Product development process, a formal process generating, selecting, developing, and commercializing product ideas. So you have idea screening, business analysis, prototyping, test marketing, and commercialization. So one of the things that's going on today is self-driving cars, electric cars. And so we've already done the screening. They've done business analysis, and we've had lots of prototypes and test marketing. Right now, commercialization, Tesla is already there. Other electric car companies are about to come online within the next year or two. And the major car manufacturers are also coming out with electric cars on a grand scale over the next 3 to 4 years. So within the next decade, we'll more than likely see the end of the gas or diesel engine replaced with electric, if the trend continues as it has in the past few years. This is all due to Tesla and the emergence of the popularity of its electric cars. Okay. We're almost out of time, so let's go on to brand names. Portion of the brand that can be expressed orally, including letters, words, or numbers. Of course, the Nike swoosh is one of the most famous brands. All you need to see is the swoosh, and you already know that it's a Nike. Apple, just all you have to see is the Apple and know that it's an Apple product. Macintosh or iPad and so on. That goes with that. National brands are owned by the manufacturer and distributed nationally. Private brands, these are the ones that are like the Walmart brands or the Aldi's brands, things like that, that are private label. Co-branding, this is when you have two brands on one thing. So if it's laundry detergent, but it also has Clorox bleach in it, and they have the Clorox name and symbol on there, then you know that it's cross-branding. Brand licensing, that's what most of the universities do. They don't actually make the products, they just license out the right to use their logo, and the company that's using it pays a licensing fee to then put it on products. So when you buy a sweatshirt or a hat or something that has a university name or logo, then that company paid a fee to that university for the right to do that. And then brand managers or managers who develop and implement the marketing strategies and programs for specific products or brands to make sure that they're successful. Product line is a series related to product offered by a firm. The mix is a complete portfolio of a product that a company offers for sale. And then the branding, family branding, is using a family name on a variety of products. And that's all the time we have for this chapter. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you soon.